George Evelyn, is a DJ and electronic music composer from Leeds, England. His music is released on Warp Records and was one of the first releases on the label. Evelyn got his start in the music industry through an interest in hip-hop and on joining a local breakdancing crew. He met Kevin Harper and together they released their first album in 1991, a techno-edged record entitled A Word of Science, the first and final chapter. This was the beginning of Nightmares on Wax's career. Today, Harper is a solo DJ and Evelyn is accompanied by Robin Taylor-Firth. Early career, Evelyn's father and sister introduced him to the soul music of Quincy Jones and Curtis Mayfield. Later, as rap music became more popular, he was fascinated by the likes of rappers Delight and Buffalo Gals. In 1988 he joined a breakdance crew where he befriended Kevin Harper, and the two later formed Nightmares on Wax. Their music fell into a category of artists including the Forgemasters, LFO, and Unique 3. Commenting on their style, he has said, "We wanted to do tracks that had hip-hop beats but experimented with ideas." In 1991, Nightmares on Wax released A Word of Science, the first and final chapter. A change in direction, after A Word of Science, Nightmares on Wax disappeared from the music scene for 4 years. Evelyn went on to run the Heads Club in Leeds and developed their record label, Poverty Records. He returned to music making with a track on the Mo Wax Heads compilation. The next Nightmares on Wax album release was Smoker's Delight in 1995, by which time Harper had left to pursue a career in DJing. Evelyn was joined on keyboards and programming by Robin Taylor-Firth. He brought in a variety of musicians, writers, vocalists, and rappers, allowing him to tour. This album also marked his entrance into the American market. Car Boot Soul was the first album to be domestically distributed through the U.S. label, Matador Records. The album featured soul singer Sarah Winton, Hamlet Luton on bass, Chris Dawkins on guitar, and Robin Taylor-Firth on keyboards with the Pure Strings Orchestra on strings. This was a change for Nightmares on Wax, as they began as a DJ-based group. Their newfound contribution of live musicians allowed for the group to operate more like a band than a studio act. However, the drum machine was not replaced with a live musician, remaining true to the band's original technology-based tracks. No longer in partnership with Kevin Harper, Evelyn had the opportunity to expand what he and Kevin Harper started. He explains that doing the live side proves there is more to the music. People have something more tangible to relate the music to and it gives us the chance to connect with the audience. Also, I've always had this idea of creating a big brand which is what we call our sound. The main priority for now is to prove that we can perform music. But we're not ignoring the fact that we come from a studio, technical background. We just want to mix the old with the new. That's why, at the moment, I don't have a live drummer. The sound of the beats is what makes Nightmares. Music business, after Car Boot Soul, now did not release another album until 2002. In the meantime, Evelyn concentrated on establishing himself as a producer and musical consultant. In 2000, Evelyn worked with hip-hop trio De La Soul. When they appeared on the EP The Sound of NOW that same year, he produced a Studio K7 mixtape called DJ Kicks. In 2005, Evelyn started his own independent record label, Wax ON Records. Taylor-Firth also started his own label named Blanco Music. Return to music composition and mixing. In 2002, Evelyn released his fourth LP under Warp Records, Mind Elevation. He continued to further develop his new label and build a network of artists. 4 years later, in March 2006, Nightmares on Wax released their fifth LP, In a Space Outer Sound on Warp Records. In 2008, they released the LP Thought So. Also on Warp, and in 2009 Coming Home was released on Wax ON Records. Discography, A Word of Science, the first and final chapter, Smoker's Delight No. 84 UK, Car Boot Soul No. 71 UK, DJ Kicks, Nightmares on Wax, Mind Elevation No. 47 UK, Late Night Tales, Nightmares on Wax, In a Space Outer Sound No. 93 UK, Thought So. Ricky Ranking and Ella May, Chinna Brown. UK number 135, Coming Home, Feelin' Good, NOW is the Time, references. External links, official Now site, Wax ON Records, Blanco Music, Warp.net Now page.